Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto Bulls Club. My name is Soham. Guys, unfortunately, I recorded the video on my computer, but the laptop just gave away. The audio just didn't record. So I have to record this on my mobile phone right now. But this doesn't stop me from making my analysis to you about Bitcoin. I had committed to you guys on the Telegram channel that the video would come out today. So hence I'm doing it. For tomorrow onwards, the video would be there from the computer. So without further ado, let's jump on straight onto the Bitcoin charts first of all, and we will try to analyze where the Bitcoin price is currently and how and why it actually crashed, right? So that's very important for us to analyze. This takes a little bit of time to come up, but yeah, we'll be able to analyze all the lines in the chart. Guys, just bear with me for a few seconds over here. Yes, it has come up now. There are a few lines on the chart, as you can see over here, right? Let me zoom into it. You'll be able to see. I'll explain each of these lines to you one by one. Now, the first and most important is this yellow line. Why is this yellow line important, guys? As you can see, this yellow line has been holding as support from early 2023, guys, right? From December or January 2023, this line has been holding as support. Again, we came down to the lows of about 20,000 back in March of 2023, treated this as support, and again we did the same thing in June of 2023, about a couple of months back. Then also we treated this yellow line as a support. This is a great trend line to have. That's why we saw today that the price actually came down and tested this yellow line. We currently are below this yellow line, but I get a feeling that we might close the daily above this yellow line. The chances or the likelihood of we breaking through the yellow line at one go is a little less. There could be another scenario that we today close the candle below this yellow line and tomorrow we get a pump above the yellow line as well. So that's very important. The yellow line is the line in the sand to watch right now. Apart from that, guys, the another important line to watch is the red line. The red line is at about 25,200, roughly 250, right? Now if we get a closure below this yellow line and we treat this yellow line as a resistance, guys, then my next price target is the 25,200. Why this line is important? Let's understand that. This line has been acting as a support and resistance multiple number of times. Here we can see this. It acted as a support in June of 2023, acted as a resistance again in February of 2023, and if we go further left on the chart, we'll be able to see that it acted as a resistance back in August of 2022 as well. So this line is another very important line in the chart for the Bitcoin price. Yes, that's the significance of the blue red line. I get a feeling that we might come down and test this 25,000 and hold this for some time before eventually breaking below it. Am I in the camp of Bitcoin making another lower low? Possibly, guys. Given the macroeconomic scenario, possibly there's a chance for that as well. Now, if we move uh, to the other lines that are there on the chart. First of all, the blue line. The blue line is extremely crucial. Not the most important line. I'll explain to you which is the most important line in the chart. This is the yellow line and this green dotted line that we have. Now, first let's analyze the blue line. The blue line has been acted as support and resistance multiple number of times. Here we can see June 2022 it acted as a support, then we treated it as a support, broke below it, went above it, and then it acted as a resistance in October 2022. Then it acted as a resistance twice in February 2023 as well as in February 2023. Actually it acted as a resistance twice, earlier in the first half of February and then in the later half of February, then eventually broke above it and tested this yellow line. Why? What is the significance of the yellow line? Why it is most important? I'll explain to you that as well. And then we came down, tested this blue line again here once more, and then we saw a pump eventually breaking below it, treated it as a resistance, broke below it, and then again we tried keeping above it, but then Bitcoin was actually stuck between a rock and a hard place. Actually, you can see over here it was stuck between the yellow line and the red line, right? You can say a yellow line and the blue line, beg your pardon. So eventually, because of the macroeconomic scenarios, not too much investor money flowing in, we saw Bitcoin price fall below, and hence this green line we created, it treated it as support for a few days, but eventually we broke below it. Now that's the importance of the blue line. Not the most important line, but yes, a line that has played a crucial role in the past. Now the importance of the yellow line is very high, guys. Why? It acted as a support and resistance multiple number of times. It acted as a support back here in pardon me, it acted as a resistance back here in April or May of 2022. Then we again tested it in April 2023, July 2023, eventually broke above it, but were not able to sustain above it because of the bear market scenario that has been playing out. But if we move left on the chart, guys, you will be able to see that we eventually tested this back in the bear market or in the bull market of 2021, right, when Bitcoin went to the highs of 65,000, came down and treated it as a resistance, rather as a support multiple number of times, you can see over here. And eventually in the bear market, that was the first resistance that we had, and then we sold off to the lows of 15,000, right? That's the most important line in the sand. If we are able to break above it, yeah, I would say 5 to 6 days above it, probably a week above it with good volume, would eventually confirm it as a support, and then we can pump ahead towards new market highs. Now, another important line, and perhaps one of the most important, not the most important line, is this green dotted line. Why is this important? If we look left on the charts, what we have done is we have actually joined the bear market lows that we had here in 20 since 2020 2018 rather. Since 2018 we have joined this low, with this low again in December 2019. This was the COVID crash. We went below it, again came back and treated it as support, and then we bounced above it. If we come to the present day, we treated it as a support in December or November 2022, then eventually we broke above it, as we can see. Now this green line is one of the most important lines from the downside. If Bitcoin were to basically come down to these levels, what is the level right now? If Bitcoin has to trace down to this level, it is around $18,000. But mind you, this is an ever increasing line, right? So by the time when if Bitcoin actually comes to these levels, I'll show you what are the levels of the green line. But if you want to analyze this, if you want to track this, you can always do it by drawing this line on your chart, and but just by joining the bear market lows. That's all right, guys. You just join the bear market lows, you'll get this green line. Extremely crucial line, guys. And also another important line is this yellow line and this red line. I strongly recommend you draw these 3 or 4 lines on your chart and track them very closely. That's how I have been doing, and trading on Bitcoin for the past year or so, probably. Right now, what has been driving this scenario? What is the reason that we are getting so much of dump in the market all of a sudden? Not only crypto, but also our stock markets have been dumping. What is the reason? What caused this dump? The major cause for this dump is, of course, the slowdown in China that is happening. If you want to have a macro video, just go down to the comment section, comment macro, and we'll create a video for you that way as well. But apart from that, a big investor, Michael Burry, as you would know, has created huge shorts in the market in S&P and Nasdaq. I would create a separate video for that. I had actually covered that in the main video that we had created, but unfortunately that didn't go through. As I told you right at the beginning, the computer just gave up, right? So I need to fix this. Probably tomorrow I'll fix it, and then all the videos will be coming up. So we'll try to be as consistent as possible. If you like this video, please smash up the like button. We are restarting on our journey. Technical analysis, macro analysis, airdrops, IDOs, ICOs, as and when the time comes, all of it will be shared on this channel. And make sure you join us on our Telegram as well. So guys, take very good care of yourself. Bye bye for this video.